What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. I'm Steph, growing in Zone 6B. If you are here for the first time, welcome for the first time. So I'm out here in the garden, and I really was thinking about, actually, to back up, I was in the house, and I was prepping some celery that I had gotten from our local farmers market. It was on clearance for 75 cents a bunch or stalk, or however you want to put it. And I picked that up. I picked up some other fruit, and I got to thinking about food preservation. So a lot of times people talk about preparation, and preparing, making sure that they have enough food in case the grocery stores get a shortage or whatnot. And really, thinking about it, this is kind of a topic that's kind of all over the place, and of course people have their different opinions about it, but anyway, I'll share with you guys what was on my heart. I was thinking about it, and as I cut the celery, what I thought was, preparation is really about thinking ahead. It's not about maybe having like a ton of space. Like I don't have a ton of space. You guys, if you have been with me for a while, my garden space, it's not big. It's not even an acre. It's not a half acre. I don't even think it's a quarter of an acre, y'all. But the thing about it is, when it comes to growing food and having enough food for you and your family to be able to reap the benefits of, it's not only about the gardening, but also being creative, I guess, in a sense, and being smart. So I got that celery for 75 cents. I do a lot of vegetables like that. I will get them for the cheap, and then I'll go ahead on and prepare them. And I'll preface by saying, I want to get into pressure canning. I don't have a pressure canner. I do have a water bath canner. I plan on getting one before the end of the garden season and getting started with learning how to pressure can. It does seem a bit intimidating, but I'm gonna try it anyway. But honestly, for me, realistically, I'm a working mother, a wife, and I have a social life, things I like to do, and all of that, in addition to the gardening. So, for me, I like to keep things simple. Most of my harvest, my deal sales, whatever you want to call them, that I prepare comes from, some of it comes from the grocery store, and some of it comes from the garden. I'd say it's about probably, I don't know how much it is. I don't know if it's 50-50 or whatever, but the point is, you have to think about things that you use. So like for the celery, I will use the tops, the leafy part, greens, and my onion scraps, and my carrots that maybe they didn't grow so well, maybe they're really small, and I will clean them off and put them in a baggie, and I will make vegetable broth. And vegetable broth, it can cool off, it can freeze, and it's really good for soups. I make gumbo in the winter and that sort of thing, and that's something that normally I would give to compost, or I will throw in the trash, to be quite honest. And before I started gardening, and now I can utilize that celery, those onions, to get something else out of them. In addition to that, my celery that I bought for 75 cents also had roots growing on the bottom. So after I cut that celery up, guess what? I came out and I planted that celery in my garden bed, and I had 2 stalks, and the other one I put in a jar of water, and I'm waiting on it to root out so that I can put it in the garden. So it's things like that that will, I believe, will kind of help with food preservation and so forth. Like if I go to the store, I always check the clearance rack. I know that those foods are not organically grown. I will preface by saying that I do wash them really, really well, and I'll go ahead and use those items anyway. Another thing that I'll talk to you guys about is planning for the fall. A lot of people miss out on a fall garden because they maybe don't prepare ahead. So one of the things that I'm getting ready to do is start my seeds. In fact, some of them I have already started. I'm looking at this bug. If you come out early in the morning, there is a lot of pollinators and different kind of bugs and stuff. What I'm looking at. See that bug right there? Anybody know what that is? Oh, also see my DIY rain barrel. Anyway, that is a great time to garden for your brassicas. It's not super hot outside. You don't have to deal usually with a ton of like pests, that sort of thing. So if you have the space, go ahead and get some seeds started. I'm going to be doing that today. So I'll be starting all of my brassicas. Your brassicas are your broccoli, your cauliflower, your kale, your cabbage, your mustard greens, turnip greens, that sort of thing. In addition to that, if you are in zone 6B or 6 period or maybe 7, it is really about time to start that winter squash. Winter squash, I grew winter squash last year for the first time. And, I won't lie. Normally, for squash or whatnot, I'm not a fan of what I haven't eaten before. I won't say I'm not a fan. I'm normally afraid to try it. So I did try it, and it was amazing. I tried I forget which variety it was, but it was a dark green outer exterior, and it was orange in the middle, and it was nutty. The flavor was very nutty, and it was very sweet, and it kind of tastes like a sweet potato. And considering my sweet potato yields been terrible for as long as I've been gardening, I thought that to be a nice alternative. So I went ahead and started some winter squash. I will, in fact, walk with me, y'all. I will get the variety and show. No, never mind. We ain't gonna walk right now. What I'll do is, after I take this video, I'll go ahead and put the varieties of squash that I'm gonna be growing, or that I have, and that I'm gonna be growing this summer season for winter preparation. So I'm going to be doing that. In addition to that winter squash, and that takes 90 to 115 days. So that's what I'm saying, get it started now, because it takes quite a while. So if you start it now, right around October-ish, you should be ready to harvest it. And that's right around the time where it's going to be getting cold outside. So go ahead and do that winter squash. In addition to that, you can do still zucchini. You can still plant cucumbers. You can still do some herbs. You can do like dill. You could probably do dill. In fact, I'm going to make a dill, a mango salsa, and I normally add cilantro and dill. And then you can do corn. So corn takes about 65-ish to 90 days, depending on the variety. If you've watched my previous videos, I got a container variety corn. It is already up and looking good. So you can do corn, and you can also do okra if you like okra. Okra is great for stews. It's great for frying. Um, you can still drop wildflowers if you like flowers, and yeah, you can do green beans. So those are just some of the vegetables that you can still get started right now in July. And you know, just being creative in your space. You know, one of the things that I learned living in the city, I have a lot of animals. I had a lot of animals this year. I had a lot of animals last year, more so last year than this year. And so I've been very diligent in trapping those animals and releasing them, and also covering my crops. But in doing that, you know, one of the things that I learned last year is, you know, plant way more than you need. I know people say you shouldn't do that and it's hard to preserve that way and whatnot, and there's some truth to that. But the thing about it is, at least my feelings isn't hurt if you know, something gets ate. Also, you know, find more creative ways to cover your vegetables. Raccoons, groundhogs are very strong. In the city, you know, you may get that. I get that. I don't get rabbits, but I do get those groundhogs and raccoons. So, you know, wonderfully enough, I haven't gotten any in, you know, a little while. And so I've been doing very well with that. In addition to that, you know, make your compost. Soil is one of the most important things for your garden, and it's also one of the most expensive. So go ahead and get your compost going if you can. And then, you know, just succession plant. Like right now, I already put down some carrot seeds a couple of days ago. Slowly cleaning out my beds, slowly harvesting things and preserving them. And so that's what I do. So that's what was on my heart today. That's what was on my mind. And I wanted to share those things with you. I did pick a few more berries here. And also, y'all, can we appreciate how well my tomatoes are doing? Look at this bed. Like, it's amazing. It's just, I love this part of the season when things are just thriving and green, and it's been raining and volunteered items are popping up, and it's just stuff is flowering. Matter of fact, if I come over here, can we just like appreciate my giant marigold right there? And you see there's another one budding. So, you know, just sharing what was on my mind, on my heart. Usually when I go out there, you know, I just drop a couple of seeds here or there, prepare here or there, do a couple of things here or there, and by the time you do here, there, here, there, here, there, you have done it all. So, you know, be more intentional with your space. I still have quite a bit to do, and you know, I'm just gonna keep right on planting, even when, you know, I need to move some things around. I'm looking over at my greenhouse. We had a strong storm. Some of the stuff is looking out here, you know, busted, y'all. But hey, it'll get fixed. It'll get fixed. But, you know, that's my spiel. Y'all get growing. Also, I figured out what I'm going to do with these two to keep the moisture in. All my strawberries died, but I have 2 of those. If y'all have any suggestions besides strawberries of what I can plant in those little pockets, let me know. I thought about green beans, but they look real small for that. But anyway, y'all take care. Y'all get out there. Don't stress out about, you know, preservation. Don't, you know, kill yourself trying to get it all done. A little bit goes a long way. And, you know, that is it. I will see you guys on the next video. Take a look at these pictures from um, the squash varieties that I'm growing. And yeah, I got this package from Amazon, and this is a variety pack. Oh, I'm holding it upside down, I think. Yeah, this is a variety pack. It comes with several different kinds of squash. I got it from Amazon, and if I look in my pouch here, I can show you guys what I am planting, if I can do it with one hand. So this Burgess buttercup squash, I did this last year. To me, it kind of tastes like a sweet potato. It's sweet and nutty and all those things. But the thing about winter squash is it takes 95 to like 115 days. So if you're counting from now, this is the end of June. You got end of June, July, August, September, and a couple weeks into October. By the middle of October, y'all know it's gonna be cold. It's always cold on Halloween in Ohio. It's raining or it is cold. So if you are planning on doing winter squash, right now is the time to get it started. So I'm gonna do that. I have this Waltham butternut squash. I'll do that one. This spaghetti winter. Do that one. This one is actually 85 to 95 days, so you have a little more time with that one, but go and get it in anyway. I already planted this one, this Blue Hubbard. I did this one today. It's 95 to 105 days. And then I have this one, this honey nut. So those are my squashes that I have done, or am in the process of doing, I should say. I haven't done all of them. I've only done 2 so far. And so, I'm gonna do the rest. That is it. I will see you guys on the next video. Bye for now.